When a contractor doesn't fit standard insurance guidelines, agents often turn to the excess and surplus market. But what actually determines whether a contractor is placeable, and how do underwriters evaluate those risks? In this walkthrough, we'll go over how excess and surplus carriers assess market appetite, coverage structure, and underwriting considerations. The first question is simple. Can the risk be written in the admitted market? Admitted carriers typically favor contractors with low-hazard operations, clean loss histories, established safety programs, limited subcontractor exposure, standard operations, and classifications. When a contractor falls outside those guidelines, excess and surplus becomes an option. Common reasons include new ventures, high-risk operations, specialized trades, unique project exposures, and large liability requirements. Next, underwriters evaluate the contractor's operations. Not all contractors present the same level of risk. For example, lower hazard artisan trades can include carpentry, painting, cleaning services, handymen, or remodelers, while higher hazard specialty contractors can include structural work, heavy construction, multi-state operations, or large commercial projects. Once the operation is understood, underwriters begin gathering the information that drives coverage and pricing. Key underwriting inputs typically include operations description. What work is being performed? A contractor that paints interior office space presents a different exposure than one performing structural renovations. Years in business. Experience often helps underwriters evaluate operational stability. Revenue and payroll. These figures help measure the size and scope of operations. Loss history. Underwriters review frequency of claims, severity of claims, trends over time, and corrective actions taken. Safety programs. Important considerations include employee training, OSHA compliance, written safety procedures, and incident management protocols. Subcontractor management. Questions often include: are certificates collected? Are subcontractors required to carry insurance? Are hold harmless agreements used? A contractor doesn't have to be perfect to be placeable. What matters is whether the underwriter can understand the risk. The strongest submissions typically include complete applications, detailed operation descriptions, current loss runs, payroll and revenue information, safety program details, and subcontractor management procedures. The more complete the submission, the easier it becomes to evaluate appetite and build an appropriate coverage solution. The excess and surplus market exists to provide flexibility when risks fall outside standard insurance guidelines. By understanding the contractor's operations, exposures, loss history, and coverage needs, underwriters can determine whether a risk belongs in the admitted market or whether a tailored excess and surplus solution is the better fit. At IAT, our binding and excess casualty teams work with agents across all 50 states to evaluate contractor risks and deliver specialized solutions for hard-to-place accounts.